What's up YouTube, Norfar here. What you're watching here is some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, but that's not important. The reason you're watching is because I'm going to talk about Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 4, whatever the next Infinity Ward release happens to be. I think they should call it Modern Warfare 4 because Modern Warfare 3 needs redemption. The game was kind of a failure. That's just my opinion, but that's just how it is. I had a lot of fun on the game, but that was up until I realized all the flaws that it had, and that's what we're going to talk about. So first we'll start with the perks. Where do you start? You got Assassin, which is, in my opinion, again, overpowered because if you combine that with a couple other campy perks, you can just sit in the corner and not have reason to move. And you put Blind Eye on it. The helicopters can't get you sentry guns. And then you got your Assassin on blocking you from UAV, so then you got no reason to move, really. And then you got another nifty little perk, which is Sit Rep. So a good chunk into the game, they released a patch, and one of the fixes, they call them, in the patch, was they made it so when you unlock SitRep Pro, it canceled out some of the effects of dead silence, the sound effects. So when someone had dead silence on, you could still hear them pretty clear. I mean, not as clear as someone who didn't have dead silence on, but it was enough so that you pretty much ruined the perk. So it did two things. It ruined dead silence, and then it took SitRep and overpowered the crap out of it when it was already powerful enough, and then it enticed people to camp. You already had Assassin, you already had Blind Eye, and now you got SitRep, so you can just post up and wait for people and just hear them a mile away. And then you had the strike packages, the support package mainly, and I get what they were trying to do. They were making the scrubs feel like they were putting in work, but they gave you this thing called the vest, and everybody knows about the vest. If you play hardcore, it pretty much ruined it. You know, you were in search and you were in a round and you had the vest on and nobody else did, you were pretty much going to win. And then they had the vest glitch, which took them forever to fix, where you could swap out your UAV for a vest, and then every round you had vests. And how about these vests? These vests that you put on your body and it protects you from the headshot, the arms, the legs, the cock. There's some good ass vests. You know, if the vests actually were like a real vest that were only protecting your chest, I wouldn't have minded it so much. I mean, if they're gonna have it protecting your face, I want to see a guy come running out with a vest wrapped around his face, a couple holes poked in it so he can see, and have him wrapped around his arms and his legs too. The assault strike package was pretty good. You know, the Osprey gunner was cool, the assault drone was something new, the Reaper, which was pretty beast, but somewhat easy to get yet. And then the specialist package made for some good gameplays, because it wasn't just a chopper doing all your work, it was mainly you and your equipment. And I always wanted to have more perks. I always wanted to have two perks from the same tier, and they finally gave that to you. And then you got Call of Duty Elite. You know, it was a good idea, a good concept of, you know, clan activity and interaction and stuff, but when they brought it out, it was halfway done. You know, it took them forever before they even released the clan emblems, and people already didn't even give a shit. They were like level 50 who not giving a fuck, you know, waiting for Black Ops 2 to come out because the game sucked. And it wouldn't let me sign my clan up for any clan ops. Every time I tried, it would just say bad server response and then take me back to the menu. I tried do it on my computer, on my PlayStation. I even tried going to someone else's house, seeing if it was my internet, and I guess they just don't like my account. So I had to give my clan over to Murky Mouse, and he can sign us up. So I mean, it's all good. We're still doing it, but I just don't get why that was like that. They just didn't make sure the product worked before they brought it to us. So that pretty much wraps up everything I got to say. I hope they fix these problems because I really like the Modern Warfare series. Modern Warfare 1 and 2 are like my favorite games on the Call of Duty series, and I don't want it to end on a bad note on this piece of crap game. I want it to end good. So let's just cross our fingers and hope they bring us a good game, and if not, it doesn't really matter because we're all going to buy it anyway. And that's why they keep releasing this stuff, because they don't care. They know we're going to buy it along with all the little mini DLCs, and they're just going to keep bringing us whatever they feel like. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay casual, gamers.